Over the years, I've made a lot of astronauts. And some deep sea divers. Let's make another one, shall we? Get a box. Yes, a box. And some art supplies. Let's go! Cut a box into your desired shape. I'm using an A2 paper as reference. I always mask out the edges just to be safe and stuff. Real quick, I started drawing on box a few years ago. I was on Pinterest one day looking for some inspo when I stumbled onto this guy, Burns124, and immediately a light bulb just went on. And to make a long story short, I've been drawing a lot of my commissions on box ever since. Anyway, after you draw the basic outline, you can start adding details using references. Then I started filling in the helmet with a Posca pen. I don't necessarily color in the drawing, I scribble the color onto the box, if that makes any sense. It gives it an interesting texture and it just makes it more interesting to look at. I then started filling in the helmet with different shades of white. I think I used ivory and beige. It's just softer on the eye than an actual hard white. Remember to take frequent breaks and cuddle your cat. What you see me doing here is just coloring in the first layer. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm just covering up all of the empty surfaces to make it easier to layer later. What I'm doing here is just taking my time, making sure it resembles the actual logo. As the logo dried, I filled in some of the other spots and let them dry as I continued with the logo. The logo dried pretty quickly. It was easy to use Posca pen to just fill in the text and then the rest of the details. That piece of hanging belt was painted over. I didn't really like it and it was easy to cover up. I normally leave some of the original print on the cardboard, but in this drawing I thought I should cover it up just to keep the focus on the astronaut. This is my favorite part. So this technique is something that I learned from my friend James. Shout out to James! Basically, it's just scratching different layers on top of each other, and that creates a cool shadow. So over the years, I've, tested and tried and wada, and I finally got to this part where I just freehand everything, and yeah, it comes out the way it comes out. I did fix the reflection on the helmet. It really bothered me. After I put down some base layers and some shading, I cut up the box into its final shape. I decided on a spiral pattern in the background, something similar to a black hole. I used the masking tape to mark out some of the spaces, just to make sure everything was nice and even. Then I roughly marked out where all of the colors would go, just to make painting a bit easier, because I have messed this up in the past, and I didn't want to do it again. I took my time detailing the rings. I really wanted them to be crisp and precise, and by doing so, you keep the attention on the astronaut. I love this part so much! Scratch them, girl! Scratch those shadows! Scratch them, scratch them! Okay, but in all seriousness, you guys, it's really easy to do these shadows. You just layer these scratchies on top of each other, and the more you layer, the darker it gets, and eventually it leaves you with a really big, nice, dark shadow. You see that horrible attempt at ASMR satisfying stuff? Yeah, I'll do better next time, guys, I promise. The final step was just removing the masking tape. And then he was done, son!
3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this video. If you want to watch my previous video, it's on the left. If you want to support this channel, consider subscribing to my Patreon. There's a lot of exclusive content and additional scenes. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.